This Metrocast Channel 10 Sportscast is brought to you by Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty Incorporated, serving Columbia, Montour, and Luzerne counties. Personal, professional, and powerful. Better call Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty Incorporated. The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, a regional philanthropic organization with over 200 charitable funds, including the Berwick Health and Wellness Fund. The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, here for you, for good, forever. First Columbia Bank and Trust, we finance fun. Let First Columbia finance your next venture. With you every step of the way, First Columbia Bank and Trust, member FDIC. Yannick Real Estate, your hometown real estate office in Berwick. Make yourself at home with Mike Yannick Real Estate. And by Metrocast, your high-speed internet, digital TV, and phone provider for the greater Berwick, Pocono, and Schuylkill County areas. Now with internet speeds up to 150 megabytes per second. Metrocast. Welcome to Metrocast Channel 10's coverage of high school football. Tonight we are in Pittston for the game between the Berwick Bulldogs and the Pittston area Patriots. Let's get right to the roster. Berwick area Bulldogs coming in with a 5-1 record, only having lost to Selinsgrove. Starting quarterback, a surprise announcement tonight. Number 9, Jared Marshman, back in the lineup. Jared was injured in an off-practice injury over the summer. Missed the first 6 weeks of the season, but he's back tonight. We'll see how he does. And by the way, Berwick is coming into this game first in the District 2 Quad A standings. And here is the rest of the Berwick Bulldogs. Head coach is Frank Sheptock, doing a great job with this 2017 team. And he's also the athletic director at the Berwick Area High School. So thanks to Frank for his help in getting the information to you today. For the Pittston area Patriots, they're struggling a little bit this year, coming in 3-3, but they have a good core nucleus team. Starting quarterback will be number 12, Walter Coles, for the Pittston area Patriots, and the head coach is Nick Barbieri. And our thanks to Charles Turco and A.J. Santalucci, the athletic directors at the Pittston area school district, for their help in getting you the information today. And we are underway in Berwick. Or in Pittston. Berwick takes the opening kickoff, and a big run back by number 19, Alex Parks. Whistles blowing. Excitement in the stands as everybody thought that was a touchdown, but they're going to call that back. On the return. Going to have gone out of bounds at around the 40-yard line, so a great start for the Berwick Bulldogs.
The 31-yard line. Bulldogs will take over there, 1st and 10.
Again, the Bulldogs off to a great start. Here's another look at that as Alex Parks finds a gap right there. Makes his way up the sideline. Down to the 50, down to the 40, right about there. He stepped out of bounds. And here is our first look at Jared Marshman back in the lineup. His first play from scrimmage is a completion to number 7, Tegan Wilk.
The quarterback, Jared Marshman, first pass.
Marshman again out
Alex Marks.
For the first 6 weeks of the season. Had an accident away from the football field, but he's back tonight. We'll see how he fares up. First play from scrimmage was a completion, and he hands that one off. A couple of yards on that one as well.
Number 9, Evan Klinger, the running back for the Bulldogs. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at the 20-yard line.
Marshman's first play from scrimmage. A completion to Tegan Wilk. 1st and 10 for the Berwick Bulldogs. Bursting through the line is Evan Klinger. Klinger doing a nice job as a running back this season.
For the Bulldogs.
Up to about the 9-yard line on that one.
It's good for another Berwick first down. It'll be 1st and goal for the Bulldogs.
Marshman hands that off. And Klinger does his usual thing. Back to live action. And nothing doing on that one. Joseph Lynn getting the handoff. Basically got back to the line of scrimmage.
With the tackle.
Here's the play with Evan Klinger again.
Brings up 2nd and goal for the Bulldogs.
2nd and goal. Just underway. First quarter action. Berwick at Pittston area. Beautiful night. Here it is early October. About 74 degrees at the start of tonight's game. And a little confusion on the field, and Berwick is going to have to call a timeout. So that'll give us a moment to thank some of our sponsors, including Yannick Real Estate, a new sponsor here for MetroCast Sports on MetroCast Channel 10.
Yannick Real Estate is your hometown full-service real estate office located at 1232 West Front Street, Berwick. They specialize in residential, commercial, and land listings and property management services. The associates of Yannick Real Estate work with a sincere desire to fulfill all of your real estate needs. Our mission is to be there for you 100% through the entire process and leave a lasting impression of a job well done. Come and make yourself at home at Yannick Real Estate. The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation is a regional philanthropic organization with over 200 charitable funds, including the Berwick Health and Wellness Fund. From those funds, more than $2.2 million in grant monies is awarded annually to local nonprofits and students to promote education, health and wellness, self-sustainability, recreation, and more. Recently accredited with the National Standards for U.S. Community Foundations for having the highest standards for philanthropic excellence, the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation is here for you. For good, forever.
Back to Pittston. Berwick had to call a timeout there. A little confusion on the field. Jared Marshman back at quarterback for the Berwick Bulldogs. First time we've seen him this season out with an injury, and he'll hand that off to Klinger. Klinger bounces outside.
That's number 8, Evan
on a
Klinger,
2nd down play. Gets out to
Bulldogs.
about the 6-yard line. Picked up 3.
3rd down for Berwick.
Berwick again goes no huddle. Klinger back at quarterback. Marshman at quarterback. Marshman looking to throw, goes across the middle. And that one
Marshman's pass
is
complete to number 7,
broken up
Tegan
by
Wilk.
Tegan Wilk.
Number 4, Kemar
So that'll bring up a 4th and 2. Previous
It's a
play.
4th and goal for
Hand
the
off to
Bulldogs.
Evan Klinger. Klinger bounces outside, manages to make something out of nothing. But here we are on a 4th and 2. 4th and goal for the Berwick Bulldogs. And a handoff to Joseph Lynn. And Joseph Lynn's going to be brought down at the goal line. And the defense for Pittston area comes up big and stops Berwick cold on the 1-yard line.
44, Joseph Lynn.
Patriots will take over
Not getting into
on
the end
downs.
zone. The Patriots will take over.
Marshman. And a handoff to Joseph Lynn. And Lynn gets trapped right away by
Patriots
number
will take
3,
over
Dorian
1st and
Ryan.
10 at their own 1-yard line.
We're going to get our numbers correct. We have, we got to tell you ahead of time that Pittston area, their roster that we have, has several players with the same number, so we're going to hope that we get the right person on there, but we apologize if we don't. It's not intentional. We do know that Walter Coles is the quarterback for Pittston area, and he will hand that one off to number 4, Kemar Woodruff. And they're going to say the play was dead,
Number
even
4,
though
Kemar
Tegan
Woodruff
Wilk
is the ball carrier.
stripped the ball. 4-yard gain for the Patriots.
Woodruff picks up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 6 for the Patriots.
Coles to Woodruff. And it looked like Tegan Wilkes stripped that ball away, but the referees
Blew of the play dead. No turnover. 2nd and 6. Again to Woodruff.
Number 4, Kemar Woodruff is the ball carrier for the Patriots.
Gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. That'll bring up a 3rd and 6 for the Pittston area Patriots. Deep in their own end zone and own territory.
Patriots.
Again, a beautiful night. There's a threat of rain in the forecast, although the radar is showing rain way above the Pittston area, so we may get this game in clean. Coles back to throw. Has to throw that one away as the defense for Berwick
12,
penetrated back into the end zone. Nearly a sack.
Down, and the Patriots will send out their punting unit.
And the Patriots going to have to punt this one away, so good job by the defense for Berwick. And that is number 14, Damon Beckhorn, who got to Walter Coles. Forced him to throw that away. 4th and 6, and the Patriots are going to have to punt.
Number 25, Mike Coe, back deep for the Patriots to punt it away to number 7, Tegan Wilk, and number 8, Evan Klinger.
Punt is away. That one takes a Pittston bounce. Evan Klinger going to pick it up back at the 30. Looking to get some running room. Not going to get anything. So a good punt. Gets
Number
a good bounce for
23,
Pittston area, and Klinger has to chase that one down.
Number 8, Evan Klinger,
Picks it up.
puts the Bulldogs back in their own
Manages to get
territory.
about 2 yards back before being brought down by the
1st
Pittston
and
area
10
Patriots.
For Berwick at their own 32-yard line.
Great punt by Mike Coe. Klinger, this one goes over his head. Across the 50. Keeps bouncing. Klinger can't get a handle on it. Finally does at about the 30-yard line. And then he's brought down. Marshman across the middle. That one is completed to Jared Watts, who gets over midfield.
Jared Marshman's pass
Ball was at the
complete
32-yard line.
to number 13.
Got about a 19-yard
Jared
completion
Watts.
on that play.
He's tackled by number 38, Tyler Furlick.
Again, no huddle for Berwick. Across the middle to Beckhorn. That's completed. Another
Marshman's
good play
pass
by
complete to
Berwick.
number 14, Damon
Jared Marshman
Beckhorn.
getting the rhythm going here. Here he is
He's
getting that
tackled by
ball
number 3, Dorian Ryans.
to number 13, Jared Watts, who does some fancy footwork. Turns it into a
Another
big
first down
gain
for the
for the
Bulldogs.
Berwick Bulldogs. Handoff. That went to Owen Schumacher. Doesn't get much on that one.
39,
Previous
Owen
play,
Shoemaker,
Jared
ball
Marshman
carrier
to
for
Damon
Bulldogs.
Beckhorn,
He's tackled again by number 3, Dorian Ryans.
who manages to weave his way up close enough and gets that first down. 2nd and 10 now for the Berwick Bulldogs.
It'll be 2nd and 9 for Berwick at the 38-yard line. We have flags before the
And
snap.
they're going to blow that dead. And a legal procedure going against the Berwick area Bulldogs.
False start on the Bulldogs.
And we'll try it again. It's now a 2nd and 14. Marshman looking to throw. And again, another good completion
Marshman's pass is complete to number
to
13,
Jared Watts.
Jared
but
Watts. He's
right
tackled
about
by
the
number
original line of
10,
scrimmage.
Brad Montgomery.
Gained a yard or two on that.
Brings up a 3rd down for the Bulldogs at the 37-yard line.
Third and 8. Marshman lots of time going for it all. and just out of reach
Marshman's
of
pass
Tegan
falls
Wilk.
incomplete, intended for number 7, Beckhorn.
Previous play, completion to Jared Watts. Watts gets hit immediately. A 4th and 8 now for the Berwick Bulldogs. So a drive that started pretty well kind of ends up flat.
For the Bulldogs, 4th and 8.
And the Bulldogs will have to punt this one away. There's the snap. And the kick by Alex Sharkuski goes out of bounds at about the 11-yard line, and that's where the Pittston area Patriots will get to work. Here is the pass from Jared Marshman going all the way to Tegan Wilk. Tried to slide that one in there, just a little out of reach, and it will be Pittston area's ball. We'll remind you that if you'd like a copy of this game on DVD, we have them available for you. $25 each. Just go to metrocast.com/channel10PA. Type it into your web browser, and our homepage will come up, and the DVD ordering information is at the bottom of your page. We got a timeout in the field by Pittston. We'll come back with more Berwick at Pittston football. No score. 5:33 left to go in the first quarter.
First Columbia Bank finances families, futures, and, well, fun.
Fun comes in a lot of shapes and forms for different people. Some people need a new house. That's their fun. Some people need a new car. For Knoebels, it was a new steel roller coaster.
First Columbia has flexibility to manage the twists and turns of large projects like Impulse, while always staying true to their hometown way of doing business. This is what community banking is all about. First Columbia Bank.
Why call Century 21? Because powerful counts. Powerful means 111,000 associates in 78 countries and one right here in our neck of the woods. Powerful brings insight on zoning, construction, and restrictions. Stuff you need help with. It's the biggest financial investment of your life. Better pick Powerful. Why call Century 21? Because professional matters. Professional knows what sells, what doesn't, and why. Professional knows the difference between a floating rate and a floating slab. For a purchase this big, better pick the power of professional.
And again, a big thank you to Century 21 Cover Bridges Realty for helping to sponsor sports this fall here on MetroCast Channel 10. We're back after a timeout by Pittston area. 5:33 left to play here in the first quarter. 1st and 10. And handoff again to Kemar Woodruff. And Woodruff is going to get brought down.
Woodruff is the ball carrier. He's tackled by number 10, Ryan
By
Law.
number 10, Ryan Lawbaugh.
It'll be 2nd and 13 for the Patriots at the 8-yard line.
Big loss for the Patriots. Coles, the quarterback for the Patriots, hands that ball off to Kemar Woodruff. Woodruff looking. And here comes Lawbaugh. Is going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. And it will be a 2nd and 13 for Pittston. No score. Walter Coles, quarterback. And he will hand this to Woodruff again. He gets over the 10. And Woodruff picks up about 5 yards on that play. Nice run.
He's tackled by number 44.
Brought down by Joseph Lynn.
Woodruff gets them to the 15-yard line. Will be 3rd and 6 for the Patriots.
Woodruff gets the ball, takes a look upfield. Finds what he's looking for, dodges one tackle, finally brought down from behind by Lynn. 5-yard gain. Third and 6, 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Fake the handoff, Coles to throw, goes across, completes, but immediately hit
Coles' pass
by, I believe that's Damon Beckhorn.
Number 82, Tony Gorey. There are penalty flags on the play.
Tony Gorey making the completion. And as you heard, there are flags on the play. Referees conferring, trying to figure out what that's all about. Head referee coming out. is against Pittston area, and it's declined. Good idea.
There was a legal man downfield.
Coles hits number 82, Tony Corey.
The penalty will bring up fourth down.
But Damon Beckhorn is right there to slam him down. They had an illegal man downfield. That'll bring up a fourth down as Berwick declines the penalty. And it will be a 4th and 5. And the Patriots are going to have to punt this one away.
They await number 25, Mike Coe's punt.
There's the snap. And the kick by Coe. Pulled in by Tegan Wilk. And Wilk gets brought down by number 77, Riley Brody.
On the tackle, Evan Klinger for the Bulldogs.
Grabs him by the shirt, the jersey, drags him down. Otherwise, Tegan Wilk was off to the races on that one. Flag on the play.
We have a personal foul against Pittston area.
As you heard, a personal foul. The signal was against Pittston area. Referee now talking to the Berwick sideline. And it's a personal foul actually against Berwick. So Tegan Wilk grabs the ball at about the 35-yard line. Dodges some traffic. Gets across the 40. Here comes number 77, Riley Brody. Grabs him by the shirt and brings him down. And Berwick would have had the ball at the 38-yard line. But because of the personal foul, that'll back him up to the 47-yard line of their own 47-yard line. And that's where the Bulldogs will get to work here in the first quarter. No score, 3:41 left to play in the first quarter. Pretty good defensive battle between these two teams. Both teams coming up with defenses when they need it. Beckhorn takes the snap, and he will take this himself out past the 50 and gets up to about the 45-yard line. Picks up about 8 on the play.
For the Bulldogs at the 45-yard line.
Beckhorn back to take the snap again. And that's too high. Beckhorn can't get a hold of it. Grabs it, tries to run with it. He's going to get back a little bit, run out of bounds. So a bad snap turns into a costly mistake for Berwick.
He's run out of bounds.
Here was the first play. Beckhorn takes the snap, and he turns this one into an 8-yard gain for the Berwick Bulldogs over midfield. But on the next play, 2nd and 2, that snap goes over Beckhorn's hands. Picks it up back at the 40, runs backwards a little bit, finally just has to run out of bounds. And that will bring up a 3rd and 14 now for Berwick. Marshman to throw. Getting in some trouble. Has to scramble a little bit. And he's able to get a couple of those yards back, but not much. It'll bring up a 4th down. Good job by the Pittston defense. Getting at it and getting on the ball. And they will force Berwick to punt. So again, the defense for both teams holding strong here in the first quarter. Marshman, again, just back off a foot injury or an ankle injury. Has to run here. You could feel the crowd tense up a little bit as he took off, scrambling. Still maybe a little bit stiff from the injury, but he still gets a few yards. And it's a 4th and 11. Berwick is going to punt. Alex Sharkuski gets it away. Right down the middle of the field, taken at the 20-yard line by Pittston. And they'll get pushed out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. Number 33, Kevin Krawczyk, taking the return.
The Patriots will take over at their own 29-yard line, 1st and 10.
Sharkuski with the punt. Good high, long. And Krawczyk takes it at the 20. Gets 5, 6, 7, 8 yards before being driven out of bounds. The ball is at the 29-yard line. That's where it'll be 1st and 10 for Pittston. 2:10 to play here in the first quarter. No score. Coles takes the snap and he hands it off to Woodruff. Woodruff is going to drop his shoulders a little bit, pick up about 6 yards on that play.
Number 10, Ryan LaBaugh. It'll be 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line for the Patriots.
Again, Kemar Woodruff. Good running back for this Pittston team. Ryan Lawbaugh takes him down. Ball is at the 35-yard line. Bring up a 2nd and 4 for Pittston. Walter Coles in the shotgun position. Gets rid of it. And that one gets thrown out of bounds.
Number 33, Kevin Krafchak, falls incomplete.
Kevin
3rd and 4 for the
Krafchak,
Patriots.
the intended receiver. 3rd and 4 now for Pittston area. Patriots breaking huddle, heading to the line. 1:28 to play in the first quarter. No score. Walter Coles, the quarterback for the Patriots. He's back to throw again. And that one is broken up.
Coles' pass falls incomplete. Intended for number 82, Tony Gorey. Brings up 4th down for the Patriots as they send out their punting unit.
They're going to have to punt away here in the 4th. So neither Berwick or Pittston area able to get a whole lot going here in the first quarter. That one in the arms of Tony Gorey, but it fell out of his hands as he fell down. And it's punt time for the Patriots. Good kick. And that one's brought in by Evan Klinger. Klinger out past midfield, a good run back.
Number 25, Mike Coe's punt.
1:13 left to play here in the first quarter, and the ball is at the 34-yard line of Pittston.
The 34-yard line where the Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10.
Evan Klinger taking this one back at the 35-yard line. Past the midfield. There's 20, 25, and a 30-yard return for Evan Klinger of Berwick. 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. So a 31-yard return. Marshman to throw. A little out of reach. 2 receivers in the area.
Marshman's pass.
Evan Klinger and Tegan Wilk. It was over the head of Evan Klinger. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10. Jared Marshman, quarterback. He will hand that one off to Joseph Lynn, and Lynn is going to get brought down
Number
back
44,
at the line
Joseph
of scrimmage.
Lynn, the ball carrier. He's met at the line of scrimmage.
No
Number
gain,
3,
maybe even a
Dorian
yard
Ryans.
loss on that play.
Brings up 3rd and 11 for the Bulldogs at the 35-yard line.
Marshman hands it off, and he is hit immediately by Doran Ryan. So it's a 3rd and 11 for Berwick. Clock is continuing to run. We're in the first quarter. 4 receivers. And we have movement on the line.
Penalty markers before the
And that will
snap.
back the Berwick Bulldogs up another 5 yards. That'll be facing a 3rd and 16 now.
We have a timeout.
Actually,
by the
a
Bulldogs
timeout
with
was called
27
before
seconds left
the
in
movement.
first quarter.
And so because
Still
there
no
is a
score.
timeout, we'll take a timeout and tell you a little bit about some of the services available from MetroCast Communications.
My Wi-Fi begins with me. With MetroCast, I can watch TV even when I'm on safari in my backyard. Explore the stars, message my mom for more marshmallows, tell spooky stories with my friend. It was quiet, too quiet.
That's enough, Charlie. Lights out.
Oh, Mom. When it comes to my world, MetroCast begins with me.
MetroCast, advanced video, internet, and phone.
It's budget time, and some in Harrisburg are proposing new taxes, including a sales tax on basic television services. More taxes, higher cost to watch TV. Visit don'ttaxmytv.com and tell your legislators enough is enough. A message of the Broadband Cable Association of Pennsylvania.
Timeout for Berwick late in the first quarter, and the Bulldogs are facing a 3rd and 11. Marshman screens that to Wilk. Wilk moving upfield, and he is going to get caught after a short gain, brought down.
Number 33, Kevin Krafchak, and number 3, Dorian Ryans. Tackle number 8, Evan Klinger. It brings up 4th down for the Bulldogs. 4th and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Clock is continuing to run. 5 seconds. And they get the play away as the quarter ends, and Tegan Wilk can hang on that one.
Pass is incomplete, intended for number 7.
And that
Tegan
will be
Wilk.
the end of the
end of our first
quarter,
with the Pittston area Patriots
which means
0, the
Pittston will get the ball when we start the second quarter. Good run there by Tegan Wilk. Not enough. 4th down play fell incomplete. They'll switch ends, and when we come back, it'll be the second quarter, and the Patriots of Pittston area will have the ball. You're watching high school football on MetroCast, Channel 10.
Yannick Real Estate is your hometown full-service real estate office located at 1232 West Front Street, Berwick. They specialize in residential, commercial, and land listings and property management services. The associates of Yannick Real Estate work with a sincere desire to fulfill all of your real estate needs. Our mission is to be there for you 100% through the entire process and leave a lasting impression of a job well done. Come and make yourself at home at Yannick Real Estate. The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation is a regional philanthropic organization with over 200 charitable funds, including the Berwick Health and Wellness Fund. From those funds, more than $2.2 million in grant monies is awarded annually to local nonprofits and students to promote education, health and wellness, self-sustainability, recreation, and more. Recently accredited with the National Standards for U.S. Community Foundations for having the highest standards for philanthropic excellence, the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation is here for you. For good, forever.
And we're back. Second quarter about to begin. Pittston has the ball, 1st and 10. And they're going to throw. There's a completion.
Number 12.
And a good
pass is complete
hop
to
at the end.
18, Rich Wallace.
Rich Wallace catches that one. Good completion, and Pittston comes out here in the start of the second quarter with a nice pass play. First and 10 from their own 40. Another pass play. This one caught by Kevin Krafchak.
To number 33. Kevin Krafchak.
This was Cole's first place from scrimmage, and a good catch there by Rich Wallace. And a little roll at the end. And here's another one. This one's 1st and 10 as well. Nice completion to Kevin Krafchak. And we're back to live action. It's a 2nd and 4 for Pittston. They're finally moving the ball here in the second quarter. No score. And Pittston
area
wants to
calls a
rethink
timeout.
things over, and that means it will be a
11:05
timeout for
left in the
Pittston.
second quarter.
It is 11:05 left to go in the first half. No score between Berwick and Pittston.
Ladies and gentlemen, your
First Columbia Bank finances families, futures, and, well, fun.
Fun comes in a lot of shapes and forms for different people. Some people need a new house. That's their fun. Some people need a new car. For Knoebels, it was a new steel roller coaster.
First Columbia has flexibility to manage the twists and turns of large projects like Impulse, while always staying true to their hometown way of doing business. This is what community banking is all about. First Columbia Bank.
Why call Century 21? Because professional matters. Professional knows what sells, what doesn't, and why. Professional knows the difference between a floating rate and a floating slab. For a purchase this big, better pick the power of professional. Why call Century 21? Because powerful counts. Powerful means 111,000 associates in 78 countries and one right here in our neck of the woods. Powerful brings insight on zoning, construction, and restrictions. Stuff you need help with. It's the biggest financial investment of your life. Better pick Powerful.
Welcome back. Second half action, and Pittston area off to a good start here to start the second quarter. 2 completions in a row. This is a 2nd and 4. Walter Coles at quarterback, number 12. He will take the snap, screens out to the right, completed to
Coles' pass is complete to number 18, Rich Wallace. It's
Rich
good for a
Wallace.
Patriot first down, and they
That's
get into
enough for a
Bulldog
first down
territory.
for the
It'll be
Patriots.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So again, the Patriots doing a nice job here to start the second quarter, settling down, moving the ball. Coles right here, quick screen out to Rich Wallace. Tegan Wilk there immediately brings him down, but it's across the first down marker. So the ball is at the 48-yard line. First and 10. Coles takes the snap, looking, being challenged, gets away from the defense, turns a potential loss
Coles
into
on the
a
quarterback
couple of
keeper.
yard gain.
He's run out of bounds by number 11, Ralph Norse. Will bring up second down for the Patriots.
Coles takes a snap. You can see pressure coming from Damon Beckhorn as well as Alex Sharkuski. Coles moves upfield, steps out of bounds. About a yard shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a 2nd and 11 now for the Patriots. Couple of wideouts. Walter Coles set to take the snap, and he'll hand that off to Woodruff, and Woodruff's going to get met
Number 4, Kemar Woodruff,
by the
is
defense
ball
on a
carrier.
2nd 11 and lose another yard. That'll bring up a 3rd and 12 for the Patriots, who were moving the ball nicely while they were doing some screen
Brings up
passes.
3rd and 12 for the Patriots at midfield.
Berwick defense has begun to adjust. Nowhere to go. Joseph Lynn in on that tackle. Third and 12. Coles looking and has that one batted down.
Number 12,
An
Walter
incomplete
Coles'
pass.
is deflected and falls incomplete. There are penalty flags now on the play.
And there was some kind of a scuffle going on after the play. We'll see what the refs call on that one. Personal foul against Berwick.
And we have a personal foul call
Against
against the
Pittston, pardon me.
Patriots.
And that will back him up even further. That all happened after the play. Here was the initial play. Walter Coles taking the snap, has that ball batted away and up into the air by Beckhorn, who tries to come down with it. Ball touches ground and is blown dead. And then shortly thereafter, there was an issue between Pittston and Berwick, and it cost Pittston 15 yards. It'll be a 4th down. And it looked like they were going to call a timeout, but no, they're saying that Coach Barbieri wants to have a conversation with the head referee and find out exactly what that call was. Not happy with the personal foul penalty against his team. As it is still fourth down. Pittston was facing a 4th and 12. This was the last play that Pittston ran. As Walter Coles takes the snap, goes back to throw, tries to screen it to Woodruff, but it is batted up into the air by Beckhorn. Then there's a little scuffle afterwards, and referees blew the play dead. Then there was a personal foul after that, and the referees are still trying to get this all figured out. So a 15-yard penalty drops the ball back to the 25-yard line of Pittston, and that's where they're going to have to punt this one away. And the referee's still trying to make sure everything's on the up and up here. We'll remind you that if you'd like a copy of this game on DVD, we make them available. Just type in metrocast.com/channel10PA. Type that into your web browser, and our homepage will come up. At the bottom of the page, you'll find the DVD ordering information. There's even a print out there for you. Print it out, fill it out, and mail it in with your payment, and we'll get that DVD to you of whatever game you want just as soon as possible, usually within 3 to 5 days. And that ball takes a Pittston bounce and is down at about the Berwick 29-yard line, and that is where the Bulldogs will get to work with 9:23 left to play here in the first half. So again, DVD.
30-yard line, and that's where the Bulldogs will take
see
over.
See that top line, the second line underneath the DVD, metrocast.com/channel10PA. Just type it into your web browser, and it will come right up, and you'll see the DVD ordering information at the bottom of the page. You can also email us at dfarley@metrocast.com, to which I will send out that information that I just told you, and you can fill out the page, and we'll get the DVD to you. All right, Berwick, 1st and 10, second quarter action. No score between Berwick and Pittston. Marshman to throw, and Beckhorn turns before he's actually got a good grip on that one.
Marshman's pass intended for number 14.
So it's incomplete. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Berwick Bulldogs here in the second quarter. No score. Marshman again, lots of time. Beckhorn had lots of time as well, and that ball just a little, maybe too high. Couldn't quite pull it in. And they'll hand it off to Klinger, who does his fancy leg work.
Kevin Klinger, the ball carrier.
And manages to get up to the 42-yard line, 43-yard line. That's enough for a first down for the Bulldogs.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And the whistle blows.
Penalty markers before the snap.
And that'll be an illegal procedure against Berwick. We'll back him up another few yards. 1st and 15 now coming up. But here's Evan Klinger taking the handoff back at the 29-yard line. He gets 10, 15, 16, 17, maybe 18 yards on that carry. Good solid back for the Berwick Bulldogs. Marshman to throw. Tries to get that one to Ralph Norris, RJ.
Number 11, Ralph Norris.
Might have been tipped at the line.
15 now for Berwick.
Bring up a 2nd down and 15 for the Bulldogs. See if we can see if that gets tipped right here. There's a hand comes up. Yep, right there. Good job by the defense of the Patriots. 2nd and 15 for Berwick. Jared Marshman back in at quarterback. First time we have seen him at quarterback this season. A couple of men in motion. Beckhorn coming. And there
Once
was
again,
movement.
penalty markers
and that
before the snap.
be motion, illegal procedure, and that'll back
We have
Berwick
a
up
false
another
start charge
5 yards.
against the Bulldogs.
And that'll be a 2nd and 20 now for the Bulldogs. So Berwick not helping their cause any here in the second quarter. Costly mistakes. Ball is placed at
Third
the
and 20 at
33-yard line. That'll bring up a 2nd and 20.
Second and 20 at the 33-yard line.
We'll see what Coach Sheptock has cooked up for this one. Jared Marshman at quarterback, looks to throw, gets it to Beckhorn. Beckhorn's got nowhere to go, brought down almost immediately. In on that tackle
pass is complete.
Is number 36,
Number 14, Damon Beckhorn.
Louis Galley. So Marshman with time waits for Beckhorn to get open. And he is met.
3rd and 15 for the Bulldogs at the 38-yard
brought
line.
down quickly. Marshman again to throw. Over the shoulder and out of reach of
Marshman's
Tegan
pass
Wilk.
is incomplete, intended for
And
number
that will
7,
bring up a
Tegan
4th down
Wilk.
with 8 minutes and 2 seconds
Brings
to
up
play
4th
here
down
in
for
the
Berwick.
second quarter. No score. Berwick going to have to punt this one away. Neither team able to find the end zone. The closest anybody's come was in the very first series. Berwick got all the way down to the 1-yard line before Pittston area made a stop at a 4th and 2. And they had to turn the ball over, and that's as close as anybody's been to the goal line so far in this game. Back to punt is Alex Sharkuski. He gets the kick away. Fair catch called. And that is hauled in back at around the 29-yard line.
Fair catch.
Kevin
He
Krawczyk
receives number 5, Alex
pulls that one in,
Sharkuski's
and
punt.
so Pittston will get the ball with 7:54 to play in the first half at their own 29-yard line.
Ball will be spotted at the Patriot 29-yard
Good
line.
a good crowd on hand for this game tonight. Pittston area field, located in kind of on one side of the street, it's a residential area. On the other side, it is an industrial area. But it's a beautiful field. Grass service, natural grass. They haven't switched over to the artificial turf like a lot of teams are these days. But it's a good field. And Walter Coles, quarterback for the Patriots, takes the snap, hands that ball off. And maybe a yard or two.
Number 5, Trevor Tighe, the ball carrier.
Trevor Tighe, as you heard, got a
Picks up
yard
2
on that
yards.
run.
Be 2nd and 8 for the Patriots.
Tighe looking to get through. Bunch of white shirts around him. Second and 9 for the Patriots. Screen. And they're going to say that was incomplete.
Coles' pass
as
falls
Rich
incomplete,
Wallace.
intended for number 2, Brian Giambra. Patriots face a 3rd and 8 now at their own 31-yard line.
And we're going to go with the field announcer on that. That's one of those numbers where we had a couple of different numbers. Brian Giambra unable to pull that one in. Coles right here with time. Giambra, you can see that just fell out of his arms as he was falling, hits the ground. So it's a 3rd and 9 for the Pittston Patriots. Coles did a hard
We
count.
have penalty markers before the snap.
And it's going to be against the Patriots.
We have a delay of game charged against
So a
the
delay of
Patriots.
game. And they get 25 seconds to get the play off. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 13 for Pittston. 7:06 to play in the first half. No score, Berwick at Pittston area. Cole's back to throw, looking. Got some time, goes across the middle. Kind of drops that in between everybody. Nobody there to pull that one in. And that will bring up a 4th down. So Pittston starts off pretty good.
Tony Gorey
can't keep the momentum going, and they're going to have to punt this one away.
For Pittston area. And number 25, Mike Coe, will punt it away to the Bulldogs. Number 8,
Walter Cole's taking the snap, fakes the handoff to Woodruff. Looks upfield. Finally just has to let that go. Tries to flip that over the head of one of his teammates. Doesn't do anything. And it's a 4th and 13. Pittston going to punt this one away. And it's going to go out of bounds. Short kick. They're still moving. And it goes out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. So only about an 11-yard kick. Got some good height, but it took a Berwick bounce that time when it hit the ground and bounced backwards. So Berwick, good field position. Ball will be at the 42-yard line.
Bulldogs will take over
first and 10. No score between Berwick and Pittston area. Jared Marshman and crew will get to work. Marshman hands it off to Klinger. Klinger bursts through. He's got enough for a 1st down and a little bit more.
Number 8, Evan Klinger, the ball carrier.
Now they're going to mark him just a yard shy. It'll bring up a 2nd and 1 for Berwick.
It'll be 2nd and 1 for the Bulldogs.
Marshman, screen to Wilk. Wilk is free. He's off to the races, trying to make it to the end zone. Dives for it.
Marshman's pass.
And they're going to say no. He stepped out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So Berwick in scoring position for the first time since the first series in the first quarter. As we look at Evan Klinger, gained 9 yards from the scrimmage.
Ball spotted at the
Then we have Marshman and a screen to Tegan Wilk. And Wilk is able to make his way upfield. Back to live action. Here's Klinger. Close to a 1st down. Didn't quite make it.
Number 8, Evan
We'll
Klinger.
back up again, show you the replay. Again, a screen pass to Tegan Wilk. This from the 29-yard line. Tegan Wilk going to get almost all of it. Stepped out of bounds at the 5-yard line. And a touchdown for the Berwick Bulldogs on a quarterback keeper. Jared Marshman, his first game back after missing the first 6 games of the season, gets the first score of the game. Whistle blows. Personal foul. That'll be assessed at the kickoff. This set up the touchdown. Evan Klinger with a run. He gets down to the 1-yard line. And here is Ken Marshman to kick. Extra point is up, and it is good. Berwick takes a 1-0 lead. Jared Marshman right here, quarterback keeper on a 1-yard run, gets the first touchdown of the game. Berwick now leads 7-0 with 5:49 to play in the first half. Back with more after this on MetroCast Channel 10.
It's budget time, and some in Harrisburg are proposing new taxes, including a sales tax on basic television services. More taxes, higher cost to watch TV. Visit don'ttaxmytv.com and tell your legislators enough is enough. A message of the Broadband Cable Association of Pennsylvania.
spending Saturdays catching up on our shows begins with me and Bert. With MetroCast, our connection's super fast. I can stream movies, TV shows from all the top sites. Buy something cute for Bert, adorable, maybe find a date. And with free Wi-Fi hotspots, I'm online at the dog park too. After all, MetroCast begins with me and Bert. Good boy.
MetroCast, advanced video, internet, and phone.
Back again at Pittston. Berwick just took the lead, 7-0. Here was the series that led up to it. Little screen pass to Tegan Wilk from the 29-yard line. He is going to get all the way down to the 5-yard line where he stepped out of bounds. Then we had a 4-yard run by Evan Klinger. He gets put down at the 1-yard line. Get ready for the ensuing kickoff. And then quarterback Jared Marshman, quarterback keeper, 1-yard touchdown run, and we're back to action. 7-0, Berwick in the lead. Here is the kickoff by Ken Marshman. That one is pulled in deep in the Patriots territory.
Number 4, Kemar Woodruff on the
Kemar
return.
Woodruff, as you heard,
by number 23, Jimmy Legrand.
Gets out to the 34-yard line. They'll mark it at the 33. So that's where Pittston will get to work,
Patriots
trying to
will
get that
take
score
over
back.
At their own 33-yard line, 1st and 10.
.5:44 to play in the first half. Berwick leading now 7-0. And here's Walter Coles. Back to throw, looking, being chased. Going to have to keep it. And he goes out of bounds.
Number 12, Walter Coles on the quarterback keeper. He's chased out of bounds by number 23, Legrand.
Got about a 5-yard gain on that.
It'll be 2nd and 6 for the Patriots at the 37-yard line.
Good penetration by the Berwick defense. Beckhorn right there chasing him down. Also Legrand after him. And finally pushing him out of bounds is R.J. Norris. 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6 for the Patriots. And
we
a
have
flag.
Penalty flags before the snap.
Is against the Patriots. So instead of a 2nd and 6, they'll now be facing a 2nd and 11. Penalties hurting both squads.
We have an illegal substitution. Backs the Patriots up, 2nd 11 at the 32-yard line.
Patriots in need of some points. Coles takes the snap. And Legrand is right there. R.J. Norris as well. And Coles has to toss that one away to avoid the sack.
Brings up 3rd down for Pittston area.
3rd and 11 coming up for Pittston. So good job by the Berwick defense. They're getting through the line. Applying pressure. Jimmy Legrand right here, number 23, comes in first. Cole sees that. R.J. Norris, number 11, coming in as well. And Coles has nothing to do but just try to get rid of that. 3rd and 11 from their own 32-yard line. Walter Coles back in the shotgun. Looking to throw, goes down the middle and overshoots his target.
And Coles' pass, intended for number 4, Kemar Woodruff, falls incomplete. Brings up 4th down for the Patriots. They'll send out their punting unit.
And
number
the Patriots
7,
going to have to
Tegan
punt
Wilk,
this
and
one
number
away.
8, Evan Klinger are back
Good
deep.
throw by Walter Coles.
Receive number 25, Mike Coe's punt.
Saw number 19, Alex Parks, go up in the air, trying to pull that one in. Couldn't do it. Just a little out of reach. 4th down now for the Patriots, and they'll punt this one away. Good punt. Fair catch called. And it's going to go out of bounds at the Patriots' 48-yard line, and that's where the Berwick Bulldogs will get back to work, now leading 7-0.
48-yard line, that's where the Bulldogs will take over, 1st and 10.
Again, a beautiful night for football. It's early October. Should be much colder than it is. Those of us in Columbia County, we knew that the Bloomsburg Fair Week started off in the 90s, mid-90s degree temperature, and then it cooled off at the end of the week. Then we got back into action here with sports here on MetroCast Channel 10. The temperature's been holding in the mid-70s pretty much every day, and right now it's about 72 degrees. And here comes Jared Marshman. Hands it off to Klinger. Klinger moving the ball forward, still on his feet. Good gain.
Number 8, Evan Klinger.
Got about 8 yards on that carry, out to the 40-yard line.
He's tackled by number 45, Dylan Sperlin. It'll be 2nd and 2 for Berwick at the 40-yard line.
Marshman again, hands it off to Klinger. Back to live action. Marshman and Klinger again, 1st down and more.
That's number 8, Evan Klinger.
Show you that 1st down play again. Klinger has a knack of finding a gap and staying on his feet.
Ball will be spotted at the Patriot 31-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Marshman again to Klinger. They're keeping it on the ground. And Klinger works. For every yard he gains.
Again, Evan Klinger, the ball
carrier.
Here's
the 1st down run right there. He's got the 1st down. Gets 3 more. Maybe a total of 5 more on that.
At the 25-yard line.
And here is the 1st and 10 play. Klinger again getting the handoff. Gets about 6 yards on that one. Handoff this time to number 39, Owen Schumacher. Forward progression stopped.
Number 39, Owen Schumacher.
Out near the 1st down marker.
For the Bulldogs.
Yard or 2 shy. Bring up a 3rd down and 1 for the Berwick Bulldogs.
It'll be 3rd and 1.
Owen Schumacher
Berwick
right here.
At the 22-yard line.
Stays on his feet, even though people wrap around his ankles. Finally pushed back. 3rd and 1 for Berwick. 3:25 to play in the half. Marshman hands it off to Shoemaker again. He's got the 1st down, and Berwick
Owen Shoemaker
has finally gotten into a rhythm here in the 2nd quarter. They got the 1st score of the game.
18, Rich Wallace.
And here they're just running the ball left and right, making progress.
It'll be
Schumacher
1st
again,
and 10 for
going for the 1st down.
Line.
Drops those shoulders. 1st and 10. Klinger gets the call on that one. And depending where they spot
Number
that.
8, Evan Klinger, the ball carrier for the Bulldogs.
1st and 10 from the 19. And Berwick threatening again here late in the 2nd quarter.
Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 2 for the Bulldogs. Jared Marshman at quarterback. Klinger again, bursting through, staying on his feet. This was a 1st and 10.
Number 8, Klinger, the ball carrier.
Evan Klinger working his way up towards 1st down territory.
Down at the 1-yard line, where it will be 1st and goal for Berwick.
And as you heard, Berwick has a 1st and goal now, courtesy of this run also by Evan Klinger, who was able to make some headway and get all the way down to the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, Berwick threatening. And a handoff to Evan Klinger. He's in for a touchdown for Berwick.
Number 8, Evan Klinger, gets into the end zone for the Bulldogs.
Klinger gets a big hug from number 73 there, Tom Monaco. 2:11 to play in the 1st half, and Berwick goes up by a score of 13-0. And they do it on the ground. Evan Klinger, 1st and goal from the 1-yard line, finds a big gap, and
number
he
30,
is in
Kent
for
Marshman,
the 2nd touchdown of the game for
will
Berwick.
the extra point.
Kick is up. Extra point is good.
And Marshman's kick is good.
And Berwick goes up 14-0 with 2:11 to play here in the first half. Evan Klinger getting score number 2 for the Berwick Bulldogs right there. Back with more after this on MetroCast Channel 10.
Yannick Real Estate is your hometown full-service real estate office located at 1232 West Front Street, Berwick. They specialize in residential, commercial, and land listings and property management services. The associates of Yannick Real Estate work with a sincere desire to fulfill all of your real estate needs. Our mission is to be there for you 100% through the entire process and leave a lasting impression of a job well done. Come and make yourself at home at Yannick Real Estate. The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation is a regional philanthropic organization with over 200 charitable funds, including the Berwick Health and Wellness Fund. From those funds, more than $2.2 million in grant monies is awarded annually to local nonprofits and students to promote education, health and wellness, self-sustainability, recreation, and more. Recently accredited with the National Standards for U.S. Community Foundations for having the highest standards for philanthropic excellence, the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation is here for you. For good, forever.
And, of course, you got to check out the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation at csgiving.org. It's an amazing organization. They do so much work and so much good for the community in this area and the communities where you live as well. Kickoff after the second score of the game by Berwick. Goes into the end zone, and the ball will come out to the 20-yard line.
Their own 20-yard line.
And we'll go back and show you the series that led to the score. All on the ground. Hand off here to Evan Klinger from the 19-yard line. He is going to get up to first down territory. Then we're going to get another handoff. This one also to Evan Klinger. This run, he gets all the way up to the 1-yard line as Pittston gets ready to get back to work. Coles takes a snap, screen, connects. A nice completion to number 33, Kevin Krawczyk. And then the final play for Berwick's second score from the 1-yard line. It's Evan Klinger again getting the ball, and he waltzes in for the second score of the game for Berwick.
Ball will be spotted at the 31-yard line. Patriots 1st and 10. We have penalty markers before the snap.
And penalty bug hitting Pittston again. And false start against the Patriots. That'll back them up 5 yards.
Patriots.
And that'll put the ball at the 26-yard line, so that'll be a 1st and 15 for Pittston. Here is their first play from scrimmage, this one from the 20. Good screen from Walter Coles over to Kevin Krawczyk. Krawczyk enough for a first down. But again, backed up 5 yards. 1st and 15. Ball's at the 26 of Pittston. Coles across the middle and has that one nearly picked off by Tegan Wilk, who can't get a handle on it.
His pass ball is incomplete.
That'll bring up a second down.
It'll bring up second down for the Patriots.
Coles cross the middle. Wilk right there as they try to get it back to Kevin Krawczyk again. And Tegan Wilk couldn't quite get a handle on that one. Pass falls incomplete. 1:25 to play in the first half. Pittston down 14-0 to the Berwick area Bulldogs. 2nd and 15. Here is Walter Coles, quarterback for the Patriots. Takes the snap. Again looking to throw. Being chased. And that one is picked off by Berwick. And run back by Ryan Laubaugh. And Berwick,
Ryan Labach,
late here in the first half, 1:16 to play, gets the ball back.
Coles making an ill-advised throw under pressure from the Berwick defense.
Ball will be spotted at the 28-yard line.
And Lawbaugh
Bulldogs
steps
will
in
take
front of
over
that
first
one.
and 10.
Picks it off and runs it back. Nice interception by the Berwick Bulldogs. And Berwick has a chance to score yet again here late. And it is Marshman taking off with the ball. He had lots of time to throw.
Jared Marshman,
offensive line
on the
doing
quarterback
a great
keeper.
job giving him time to throw.
He's taken down by number 25, Mike Coe. It'll be 2nd and 3 at the 21-yard line for the Bulldogs.
Clock continuing to run. Marshman taking the snap, looking to throw. Hanging on to it, getting some time, going across the middle. And it's a catch and a touchdown for Berwick. Number 12, Justin Robbins, pulls in the third touchdown of the second quarter for the Berwick Bulldogs. And they go up 20-0 with 40 seconds left to go in the half.
And number 30, Kenneth Marshman, on to try the extra point.
So an interception and a good run back sets up a couple of plays later. Berwick getting their third touchdown here in the second quarter. Both teams off to a slow start, but Berwick turning it up here in the second. Marshman's kick is good, and the score is now 21-0 over the Pittston area Patriots. And here is the way this all came down. It is Walter Coles under pressure from the Berwick defense. He will try to get the pass away, and it is Ryan Lawbaugh stepping in front of it, intercepting the ball, and getting a nice run back. Then we had Jared Marshman, quarterback, from the 20, getting some pressure, has to decide to start running, finds a gap, gets back up close to the 10-yard line, hand goes down at about the 9. And then from the 21-yard line, they say, it is Marshman looking. Can't find anybody. Finally goes right across the middle. He sees Justin Robbins going to the left in the end zone. Touchdown, Berwick. Extra point is good, and Berwick now leads by a score of 21-0 over Pittston area with 40 seconds left to play in the first half. Kickoff by Marshman is pulled in by Kamar Woodruff. He's going to get to the 10 and go down at about the 10-yard line.
Number 4,
and that's where Pittston area will go to work.
He's taken down at the 10-yard line. The Patriots will have it there, 1st and 10.
In the touchdown passing, and from the 21-yard line of Pittston area, Jared Marshman looking, getting into rhythm real quick. Fakes the throw, waits for Justin Robbins to finally get open. Sees him cutting back, and he is in the end zone. Well guarded there by Matt Starinsky, number 23 for Pittston area. But it is Justin Robbins pulling in the catch, and the score, 21-0 Berwick. 34 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's Walter Coles. Hand off to Woodruff. About a 4-yard gain.
Woodruff, the ball carrier,
brought down by Jimmy LeGrand.
Is taken down after a short gain. Be 2nd and 6
And that will
for the
most
Patriots.
likely be the last play of the first half. For a while there, it looks like this was going to be a low-scoring game, and then Berwick burst open about halfway through the second quarter. Clock continuing to wind, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and that is where the first half will come to an end with Berwick leading Pittston area 21-0. We will come back with some first half highlights after this. You're watching high school football, Berwick at Pittston on MetroCast Channel 10.
First Columbia Bank finances families, futures, and, well, fun.
Fun comes in a lot of shapes and forms for different people. Some people need a new house. That's their fun. Some people need a new car. For Knoebels, it was a new steel roller coaster.
First Columbia has flexibility to manage the twists and turns of large projects like Impulse, while always staying true to their hometown way of doing business. This is what community banking is all about. First Columbia Bank.
Why call Century 21? Because powerful counts. Powerful means 111,000 associates in 78 countries and one right here in our neck of the woods. Powerful brings insight on zoning, construction, and restrictions. Stuff you need help with. It's the biggest financial investment of your life. Better pick Powerful. Why call Century 21? Because professional matters. Professional knows what sells, what doesn't, and why. Professional knows the difference between a floating rate and a floating slab. For a purchase this big, better pick the power of professional.
My Wi-Fi begins with me. With MetroCast, I can watch TV even when I'm on safari in my backyard. Explore the stars, message my mom for more marshmallows, tell spooky stories with my friend. It was quiet. Too quiet.
That's enough, Charlie. Lights out.
Oh, Mom. When it comes to my world, MetroCast begins with me.
MetroCast, advanced video, internet, and phone.
And welcome back to the Pittston area football stadium. Berwick now leads Pittston by a score of 21-0. We're at the half, and the Berwick area band is on the field. And we're going to actually stop a little bit and take a listen to the Berwick area marching band. The Berwick Area High School Marching Band, and they proudly boast that they are well over 70 members strong in a time when band students are sadly disappearing from the school programs, but not Berwick. Berwick is keeping it strong. Even Pittston had a decent-sized band before the start of the game. So that's the Berwick Area High School Marching Band. Good job, everybody. Let's get to some highlights. And this was early in the game. First quarter action. Marshman across the middle makes a completion to Jared Watts, who's able to turn this one into from a short gain into a rather large gain. Gets over to midfield before being brought down. Pittston also doing some good work here. Walter Cole's the quarterback. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, back to throw. And he is going to make a completion to number 18, Rich Wallace. Does a little tumble there. Berwick, though, the drive stalled. Berwick on the move, though. Here's a screen to Tegan Wilk. This sets up the first score of the game. Still 0-0 here in the second quarter, and Tegan Wilk dives for the end zone, but they say he stepped out at the 5. Berwick from the 5-yard line. And a handoff to Evan Klinger right here. He is going to drive down to about the 1-yard line. That's where he's brought down. And then that set up the first score of the game on a quarterback keeper. Jared Marshman back at quarterback, first time this season after an early preseason injury. He gets the first touchdown of the game. Extra point is good. Second score of the game being set up. Jared Marshman at quarterback, ball at the 19-yard line. And Evan Klinger getting the call. Keeps the momentum going. Gets up there enough for a first down from what it looks like. Next play, Marshman again handing off to Evan Klinger. 2nd and 11. And he gets down to, again, about the 1-yard line. And that would set up the second score of the game. Jared Marshman taking the snap. This one he hands off to Evan Klinger. Klinger from 1 yard out, waltzes into the end zone, and the extra point is good. It is 14-0 Berwick. Pittston coming back when it's down 14-0. Not done yet. Walter Cole's taking the snap for Pittston. Throws a screen out to a number 33, Kevin Krawczyk, who turns that into a first down. But again, penalties hurt them. Drove him back a little bit. And here we have Walter Coles taking the snap, getting pressured by the Berwick defense. He makes an ill-advised throw. It is picked off by number 10, Ryan Lawbaugh, who was able to run the ball back to about the 30-yard line. Berwick gets to work. Jared Marshman takes the snap, fakes the throw, looks a little bit, moves around, getting pressured. He has no other choice than to run with the ball. And he is going to make his way up close to the 20-yard line. And from the 21, here comes the third score of the game. Marshman taking the snap. Lots of time. Look at that offensive line holding the defense back. Fakes the throw right there. And then coming across the far side of the end zone is Justin Robinson. He pulls that one in for the third score of the game. Extra point is good. Berwick leads 21-0 at the half over Pittston area. We'll see how Pittston responds after this. You're watching high school football on MetroCast Channel 10.
Yannick Real Estate is your hometown full-service real estate office located at 1232 West Front Street, Berwick. They specialize in residential, commercial, and land listings and property management services. The associates of Yannick Real Estate work with a sincere desire to fulfill all of your real estate needs. Our mission is to be there for you 100% through the entire process and leave a lasting impression of a job well done. Come and make yourself at home at Yannick Real Estate. The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation is a regional philanthropic organization with over 200 charitable funds, including the Berwick Health and Wellness Fund. From those funds, more than $2.2 million in grant monies is awarded annually to local nonprofits and students to promote education, health and wellness, self-sustainability, recreation, and more. Recently accredited with the National Standards for U.S. Community Foundations for having the highest standards for philanthropic excellence, the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation is here for you. For good, forever.
My Wi-Fi begins with me. With MetroCast, I can watch TV even when I'm on safari in my backyard. Explore the stars, message my mom for more marshmallows, tell spooky stories with my friend. It was quiet. Too quiet.
That's enough, Charlie. Lights out.
Oh, Mom. When it comes to my world, MetroCast begins with me.
MetroCast, advanced video, internet, and phone.
And welcome back to Pittston area, where the Berwick Bulldogs are kicking off to the Patriots. They lead 21-0, and the kickoff by Ken Marshman goes into the end zone, and the Patriots will get the ball at their own 20-yard line. Berwick and Pittston both starting off kind of slow in the first half. Berwick, though, picked it up about halfway through the second quarter. Took advantage of a couple of mistakes by Pittston area and an interception for the third score of the game, and that's how they lead 21-0 here at the start of the third quarter. And we've got Walter Coles at quarterback, Kemar Woodruff running back, and a handoff.
Number
a couple
4,
of yard
Kemar
gain.
Woodruff, the ball carrier.
Kamara Woodruff, he gets 2 or 3 yards on that
Number
on that run.
34.
They're going to say it looks like 2
Joshua
yards.
Snyder be 2nd and 8 for the Patriots.
Coles hands it off to Kamar Woodruff. And he is brought down pretty quickly. 2nd and 8 for the Pittston area Patriots on a beautiful early October evening. Still about 70 degrees, a little bit humid. Walter Coles under center. And a handoff. Still driving. Getting maybe 4 yards on that carry.
Number 5, Trevor Tighe, the ball carrier.
Trevor Tighe, as you heard, with
He's
the run.
tackled by number 23, Jimmy LeGrand. It brings up 3rd down for the Patriots. 3rd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
And field announcer told you everything you know. 3rd and 4. Good run there by Trevor Tighe. Keeping those legs churning. Got an extra yard or so out of that one. 3rd and 4 from the Pittston 26-yard line. A couple of wide receivers out there. Walter Coles takes the snap. Steps back, quick screen. Caught, but immediately tied up
Coles' pass is complete
by Ryan Lawbaugh.
Tony Gorey.
Tony Gorey pulling that one in, but wasn't nearly enough. That'll bring up a 4th down for Pittston, and they're going to have to punt this one away. Berwick with a very strong defensive effort. Good throw.
To number 7.
Gorey brings that one in, but you saw Ryan Lawbaugh right there immediately on top of him. 4th and 3. And back to punt is Mike Coe. Gets the kick away over midfield. Takes a Pittston bounce.
Tegan Wilk returns the punt.
Tegan Wilk gets about 4 or 5 yards on that return. Stepped out of bounds at the Berwick 48-yard line, and that's where Berwick get to work. 10 minutes to play here in the
77, Riley
3rd
Brody.
quarter. Score is 21-0. Berwick got all 3 of their scores in the 2nd quarter. In fact, pretty much in the last 5 to 6 minutes of the 2nd quarter. And we'll see what Coach Sheptock has dreamed up for the Berwick Bulldogs. Jared Marshman back at quarterback. Back to throw, going across the middle, and wide open is Damon Beckhorn. Nobody near him. Touchdown, Berwick.
Marshman's pass is complete.
First play from scrimmage here in the 3rd quarter for Berwick. And they throw it for a 52-yard pass play and a touchdown. Berwick taking a commanding lead, 27-0 as of right now.
Number 30, Kenneth Marshman, to attempt the extra point.
We'll hang on for a little
Berwick.
bit for the extra point. Ken Marshman, good kicker for this Berwick football team. Also an excellent soccer player on the Berwick boys soccer team. We'll be seeing them in the next week or so playing, I believe, Benton. And a bobbled snap picked up by Evan Klinger. He runs that one in for a 2-point conversion, and Berwick goes up 29-0. A bobbled snap leads to that. Let's go back to the actual touchdown. Jared Marshman, again from the Berwick 48-yard line. He holds back a little bit, and he is going to find Damon Beckhorn open at the 30-yard line. So a 22-yard pass, and then a 30-yard run makes it a 52-yard touchdown play for the Berwick Bulldogs. And, of course, the 2-point conversion unintended. Snap gets bobbled. Evan Klinger right there. Can't get it down in time, and he just waltzes over to the left. Nobody is over there. That was an easy 2-point conversion for the Berwick Bulldogs, and they now lead by a score of 29-0 over the Pittston area Patriots, and they are getting ready to kick off to the Patriots. We'll keep it here. We're told the mercy rule. There's a look at Coach Frank Sheptock doing a great job with this Berwick team. Kickoff rolls. Picked up by the Patriots. Number 33, Kevin Krawczyk.
Kevin Krawczyk on the return for the Patriots.
He gets back up to about the 27-yard line. I have to go back and take another look at that touchdown pass. Again, Jared Marshman here with all kinds of time. Nobody near him. And that also gave David Beckhorn time to get down in between the defense. Stumble a little bit there at the 30-yard line. But nobody's going to catch him. Last chance was Kimar Woodruff for Pittston, and it was Damon Beckhorn in for the touchdown. Fourth one of the game. Berwick now in the lead 29-0 here in the third quarter. Hand off to Woodruff. Woodruff turns it the other way. Nowhere to go on the near side of the screen. He is brought down from behind. Berwick defense is on fire, and that was Ryan Laubaugh, who has an interception in the game.
By number 10, Ryan Laubaugh.
And now he's also taken the running back, Kamara Woodruff, down in the backfield. That's a big loss. Woodruff here starts on the near side of the screen, sees nothing there, turns around the other direction, and you're going to see Ryan Laubaugh come in here at the very end, just dive at those legs, make a good leg tackle, pulls him down for a big loss.
At the 19-yard line.
2nd and 18. And a timeout is going to be called by the Pittston area Patriots. Berwick leading in this game 29-0. 8:59 to go in the third quarter.
First Columbia Bank finances families, futures, and, well, fun.
Fun comes in a lot of shapes and forms for different people. Some people need a new house. That's their fun. Some people need a new car. For Knoebels, it was a new steel roller coaster.
First Columbia has flexibility to manage the twists and turns of large projects like Impulse, while always staying true to their hometown way of doing business. This is what community banking is all about. First Columbia Bank.
Why call Century 21? Because professional matters. Professional knows what sells, what doesn't, and why. Professional knows the difference between a floating rate and a floating slab. For a purchase this big, better pick the power of professional. Why call Century 21? Because powerful counts. Powerful means 111,000 associates in 78 countries and one right here in our neck of the woods. Powerful brings insight on zoning, construction, and restrictions. Stuff you need help with. It's the biggest financial investment of your life. Better pick Powerful.
And there's a look at some of the Berwick fans who came out to enjoy this game tonight. And they're getting a good show from the Berwick Bulldogs. Dogs up now 29-0 over the Pittston area Patriots here at the Pittston Stadium on a really nice night. See a lot of people in short sleeves out there. It's warm. It's a great night for football here in October. 2nd and 18 now for the Pittston area Patriots. Back to throw, and
number 12, Walter Coles' pass falls incomplete, intended for number 33.
Over the head of everybody, including the Berwick defense. That'll bring up a 3rd and 18, and Walter Coles. Good quarterback for this Pittston team, but Berwick defense pretty strong, not giving them much to work with. Number 12 right there, waiting for the play to come in. Bringing it in is number 82, Tony Gorey. Mercy rule kicks in at 35 points, which means the clock will continue to run. Here comes Walter Coles and the Patriots. 3rd and 18. Back to throw. And he is going to get sacked. Way back. Damon Beckhorn in on that one, as well as Joseph Lynn. And Berwick is just dominating at this point.
14, Damon Beckhorn.
Not giving the Patriots anything to work with, and they're going to have to punt this one away. Walter Coles right here goes back. Damon Beckhorn all over him. Goes down in the backfield. 4th and 21. And here comes the kick. Good kick, about midfield. Taken by Tegan Wilk. And the special teams for Pittston all over that one. Good stop.
He's tackled by number 34, Joe Carey.
Ball's going to be spotted at the 47-yard line of Pittston.
The ball will be marked at the
again, the
Patriot
kick
47-yard line where the Bulldogs will
by
take
Mike
over
Coe.
1st and 10.
Tegan Wilk takes that one at the 49, moves forward a little bit, and then gets backed up.
Personal foul.
Finally brought down. Personal foul going against Berwick after the play. A little too exuberant. So instead of having the ball at the Pittston 47-yard line, they'll have it at their own 38-yard line. Berwick leading 29-0, 8:04 to play in the third quarter. Jared Marshman back to take the snap. Hands that one off to Owen Schumacher. Schumacher driving. Winds up getting about 5 yards on that carry.
Ball carrier for the Bulldogs. He's met by a swarm of Patriot tacklers. It'll be 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line for Berwick.
Marshman. Again to Schumacher. Stays on his feet. Still going. And he shows you what a back is supposed to do in football. Keep those legs churning.
The ball carrier.
Here was the first play from scrimmage.
Down with that run. It'll be 1st
Owen
and 10
Shoemaker
at the 47-yard line for the Bulldogs.
Picks up 4 yards on that run, despite being met by 5, 6 different Patriots.
We have an official
and again,
timeout
Shoemaker almost went down right there, but gets back up on his feet. Knee never touches. And then he drags a couple of Patriots with him for a sizable gain and a first down for Berwick. And they are back to where they were before the penalty drove them back 15 yards. It's a 1st and 10 from the Pittston area, 47-yard line. 7:20 to play in the third quarter. And Berwick way out in front, 29-0. Pittston in danger of having the mercy rule kick in. If Berwick scores again, that will start the mercy rule clock. Hand off again to Owen Shoemaker. Shoemaker's free, and he's off and running, tripped up and brought down, but not before another big gain. Brought down by number 25, Mike Coe. Owen Shoemaker with a great run. Ball is spotted at the 25-yard line. A 22-yard run. Another handoff. This one to Evan Klinger. Klinger turning the corner, still on his feet. And Pittston is just unable to answer to this running game of the Berwick Bulldogs.
He's tackled by
Here's
number
Jared
23,
Marshman taking the snap. This one he hands off to Owen Shoemaker. Again from the 47, Shoemaker stays on his feet, squares those shoulders, avoids a tackle there, slips to another one right there, finally brought down by Mike Coe, but not before a 22-yard gain. 2nd and 1 for Berwick. Another handoff. And that's going to be enough for the first down.
Evan Klinger, the ball
Still
carrier.
moving. Finally brought down. Whistle blows. This was Evan Klinger going to the left, cutting back inside, and turning a short gain into a sizable gain. Got 9 yards on that particular carry. And on this one, he needed 1 for the first down. And there he's got the 1 yard, and then he stays on his feet.
The Bulldogs at the 11-yard line.
Gets some help from Joseph Lynn and a few others. Also in on that one is number 42, Eric Montez. Berwick goes to the left.
Number 8, Evan Klinger, again the ball carrier.
So Berwick able to run the ball.
It's 2nd and 5 for the Bulldogs.
Evan Klinger here.
We have a holding penalty charged against Berwick.
So that run's going to get negated due to a holding call. They'll bring it back. It'll be a 1st and 10 now for Berwick from the Patriots' 14-yard line.
Parchman's
and the pass to Jared Watts. 13, Watts unable to hang on to it. And you can see he can't believe he dropped that. That was a short touchdown. And it will stop the clock at 5:23 in the third quarter. Marshman looking. Jared Watts wide open across the middle and just can't quite grab it. Screen.
Marshman's pass is
pulled
complete.
In by Justin Robbins, who scored a touchdown earlier in the game.
He's tackled by number 18, Rich Wallace, and number 23, Matt Storinsky. Pass completed, number 13, Jared Watts. It'll be 3rd and 15 for Berwick.
And Justin Robbins, number 12, made that catch. 3rd and 15. Marshman across the middle. And a touchdown, Berwick.
Jared Marshman's pass.
Number 7, Tegan Wilk pulls that one in, going away.
He connects with number 7, Tegan Wilk, for the touchdown.
And that puts Berwick at 35. Extra point coming from Ken Marshman.
Number 30, Kenneth Marshman, will attempt the extra point for the Bulldogs.
Ken Marshman for the extra point. Scores 35-0. Kick is up. And it is good. And Berwick goes up by a score of 36-0 here in the middle of the third quarter. Jared Marshman over the middle. And Tegan Wilk pulls that one in. It is now 36-0. Berwick over Pittston. 4:46 to play in the third quarter. Back with more after this on MetroCast Channel 10.
It's budget time, and some in Harrisburg are proposing new taxes, including a sales tax on basic television services. More taxes, higher cost to watch TV. Visit don'ttaxmytv.com and tell your legislators enough is enough. A message of the Broadband Cable Association of Pennsylvania.
Welcome back. We're in the third quarter, 4:46 to play. Berwick now leading by a score of 36-0, courtesy of this 16-yard pass play from Jared Marshman to number 7, Tegan Wilk. Wilk going away, pulls that one in the end zone, and an extra point is good. Kickoff to Pittston. Pulled in by number 33, Luke Krawczyk.
Number 33, Kevin Krafjack on the return.
He brings it out close to the 30-yard line.
The ball will be spotted at the 27-yard line, and the Patriots will take over.
4:30 to play here in the third quarter, and the mercy rule is now in effect, and what that means is the clock will continue to run except on the official's stoppage. And the point of that being to get the game over as quickly as possible. Pittston handoff to Kimar Woodruff. And, of course, should Pittston somehow be able to pull off a touchdown or a score, that would drop the score back out of
by number 40, Noah Craig.
The mercy rule effect, and the clock would stop as normal after plays and things in between. But as of right now, they will keep the clock running.
For the Patriots at the 26-yard line.
Copies of this game available on DVD.
Just type in metrocast.com/channel10PA. Type it into your web browser, and our homepage will come up. At the bottom of the page, you will find the DVD ordering information. Walter Coles, quarterback, done a pretty good job at quarterback. Some mistakes and some penalties hurt them.
Number 12, Walter Coles.
That one is completed to Brian Jambra.
We'll bring up third down for the Patriots. 3rd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Here's the replay. Good catch. 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Good screen. And unable to hang on to that is number 38, Tyler Furlick.
Number 12, Walter Coles' pass is incomplete. Intended for number 38, Tyler Furlick. Brings up 4th and 3.
So the woes for Pittston continue. They'll have to turn this one back over to Berwick.
Number 25, Mike Coe, set to punt it away for the Patriots.
Punt is going to be fair caught.
And a fair catch is called
by
by
number 8, Evan Klinger.
The Bulldogs
Again,
will
the
take
mercy
over
rule
1st and 10
continuing.
at their own 40-yard line.
Clock will start again here momentarily on the whistles. Referee whistle. Bulldogs coming out, 1:34 to play in the third quarter, leading 36-0. Marshman hands it off to Owen Shoemaker. Shoemaker is able to get a decent gain on that one.
Owen Shoemaker, the ball carrier for Berwick.
Gets 4 or 5 yards. And, of course, they're going to let the clock run a little bit. Owen Shoemaker, good running back for the Berwick Bulldogs, along with Evan Klinger. Make a good combo. 50 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Another run. Another handoff to Shoemaker. Drops those shoulders, and he is out
Number
near
39, Owen
first
Shoemaker,
down
the
territory
ball
and
carrier.
midfield.
He's bet by number 4, Kemar Woodruff. And
Maybe
number
about
3,
a yard
Dorian
shy.
Lyons.
Referees will stop the clock for a moment and then say start her up again. Again, Jared Marshman to Shoemaker.
Brings up 3rd down and 1
Third
at the
and 1.
50-yard line for the Bulldogs.
And a handoff again to Shoemaker. He's got the first down and a little bit more.
Owen Shoemaker, the ball carrier for the Bulldogs.
Referees will stop the clock momentarily to reset.
He's tackled
First
by
down,
number
and then
38,
they will
Tyler
say we'll
Furlick.
run that clock. And that should wind up the third quarter.
And that's going to be the
Again,
final
here
play
is
of our third
Jared
quarter,
Marshman. Handoff to Owen Shoemaker,
with the Berwick Bulldogs 36.
who gets the
Pittston
first down
Patriots,
and
0.
a little bit more. And when we come back, Berwick will have the ball at the Pittston 47-yard line. Fourth quarter action coming up. Berwick way out in front, 36-0 over Pittston.
Yannick Real Estate is your hometown full-service real estate office located at 1232 West Front Street, Berwick. They specialize in residential, commercial, and land listings and property management services.
The associates of Yannick Real Estate work with a sincere desire to fulfill all of your real estate needs. Our mission is to be there for you 100% through the entire process and leave a lasting impression of a job well done. Come and make yourself at home at Yannick Real Estate. The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation is a regional philanthropic organization with over 200 charitable funds, including the Berwick Health and Wellness Fund. From those funds, more than $2.2 million in grant monies is awarded annually to local nonprofits and students to promote education, health and wellness, self-sustainability, recreation, and more. Recently accredited with the national standards for U.S. community foundations for having the highest standards for philanthropic excellence, the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation is here for you. For good, forever.
Welcome back to the Pittston Area High School and their beautiful stadium here. And there's the Berwick Area High School marching band truck as Berwick keeps things moving along. Owen Shoemaker getting the handoff, getting another yard or so.
Owen Shoemaker, the ball carrier.
Berwick out in front, 36-0. Mercy rule in effect.
He's tackled again by
And what that means, again, if you're just joining us, is that the clock will continue to run. Only stopped on the referee's whistle. Pittston not doing really that bad of a job. They've been able to move the ball at times, but the defense, starting midway through the second quarter, really stepped up for Berwick. And in the third quarter, they just took over. And we have Jared Marshman at quarterback. Another handoff to Shoemaker. And he will
Owen Shoemaker, once again, the ball carrier. He's tackled.
Get about a couple of yards on that one. That'll bring up a third down and 4. Pittston area unable to do anything to stop Berwick's running game, and they have gotten their last few scores basically on runs. Marshman puts men in motion, takes the snap, and again to Shoemaker, who is over the middle for another first down for Berwick. Good run.
Number 23.
Offensive line for Berwick has done a great job in this game, giving Marshman lots and lots of time.
At the 33.
And we have a Pittston player down at the moment.
First and 10.
So there you can see Eric Montez in motion for Berwick. He will set. Marshman will take the snap, hand it off to Owen Shoemaker, who drops those shoulders and bursts through the line for a first down Berwick. And they'll have a first down at the Pittston area 33-yard line. Injured player bounces up. And a new quarterback for Berwick. And they will hand that off to number 21, Alejandro Lopez. I believe the quarterback right now is Ryan Lawbaugh coming in as QB.
Number 81, Alejandro
They're going to
Lopez, the ball
get Marshman out of the game.
By number
Again, the clock will continue to run. Berwick out front 36-0. Jared Marshman, this was his first game of the season. He was injured just prior to the start of the season in an off-field accident. He's healed up nicely. He was able to get back in the game tonight. Did a great job with the Berwick Bulldogs, and they're going to rest him for next week. Next week, Berwick will take on Wyoming Valley West at home. We'll have that game for you as well here on MetroCast Channel 10. Even on Facebook, we'll have that live on Facebook for you. And the handoff from Ryan Lawbaugh, who is stepping in at quarterback, to back Alejandro Lopez. Kind of goes nowhere.
He's tackled by number 14,
That'll bring up a 3rd and 11, a 1-yard loss on that one. So the second stringers going to get some varsity experience here tonight, as Berwick just tries to run out the clock and wrap this game up. They're going to go to a 6-1 on the season. Here comes the snap. Ryan Lawbaugh now at quarterback for Berwick. Another handoff to Lopez. Lopez is met by 3. Ball comes loose and is recovered by the Pittston area Patriots.
Lopez, the ball
Number 51, Jake Rakowski.
Recovered by the Patriots.
Lands on that one. So Alejandro Lopez coughs it up for Berwick. First turnover of the game for the Bulldogs. Handoff from Lawbaugh to Alejandro Lopez. He's got 3 people on there. The ball gets stripped out actually by number 51, Jake Rakowski, and he's also the one who falls on it. So Pittston catches a break finally. Ball at their own 41-yard line. They rush to the line. Walter Coles back to throw. Pitches it out to number 32.
Coles' pass is complete. He connects to number 22, Dylan Lakachko.
Lakachko looked like a 3. But a good play.
It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Patriots.
Second and 10. New quarterback, Mike Nikito. He'll hand that one off.
Number 22, Dylan Lakachko, the ball carrier.
And a good run by Dylan Lakachko.
Bring up 3rd and 4 for the Patriots at the 47-yard line.
So both teams putting in some of their second stringers. Clock continues to run. Number 7 and at quarterback we have Mike Nacito. He will hand that ball off. Brought down by number 18, Blaine Cleaver. Number 42, Nate Wiesnack with the carry. This was the previous play. Good run by Dylan Lakachko. And then a handoff to Nate Wiesnack. Nacito, handoff again to Lakachko. Lakachko's got some speed.
Dylan Lakachko, the ball carrier.
Gets about 5, maybe 4 or 5
Klinger
on that particular carry.
It'll be 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line for Pittston area.
Nacito right here. Handoff to Dylan Lakachko. Slowed down. Grabbed by the jersey, but finally brought down after a 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6, actually, according to the scoreboard. Mike Nacito pitches it out. And
Number 22,
Lakachko
Dylan Lakachko, the ball carrier.
finds a gap, turns his feet
He's tackled
upfield.
by number 18, Blaine Cleaver.
Out close to the first down. Should be like a 3rd and 1. Third and 2 for Pittston. Moving the ball here in the 4th quarter. Fake the handoff. Nacito meeting some pressure, and he is going to get brought down by number 43, Dominic Rummel.
Number 7, Mike Nacito is tackled in the backfield.
This was the previous play. Nacito pitches it out to Lakachko.
Dominic Rummel.
So we're kind of getting a look at the future
Brings up 4th and 9 for the
of
Patriots.
both programs here tonight, offensively. Mike Nacito looking to throw, but he sees the pressure coming. And chasing him down is Dominic Rummel for Berwick. Back to throw on 4th. And that one's going to fall incomplete.
Number
Berwick
7, Mike Nacito's
will get the ball back
incomplete.
at their own 47-yard line
intended for
with
number
4:15
8,
to
Billy
play in the 4th quarter. Again, mercy rule in effect. Berwick leading in this game 35-0. Clock will continue to run unless it is stopped by the officials.
Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10.
There's a look at the Berwick band.
47-yard line. Turnover on downs.
Having a good time tonight. Put on a good halftime show as well. Good job, kids. And the Berwick fans being treated to a lofty win, if you will.
We have penalty markers before the snap.
And a delay of game.
The delay of game on the Bulldogs.
Berwick putting another quarterback in.
First and 15 at the 42-yard line.
Freshman Blaine Cleaver now at quarterback. And a couple of yards on that carry by number 43, Dominic Rummel.
Number 43, Brian Herron on the tackle.
Blaine Cleaver.
Number 10, Ryan Labaugh, the ball carrier.
Handoff
Bulldogs.
to Rummel. Second and 12. Cleaver takes the snap, hands it off again to Rummel, who gets a couple more yards.
Dominic Rummel, the ball carrier for Berwick.
That'll bring up a third.
He's tackled by number 82, Tony Gorey.
And 6 for the Bulldogs as they run up the clock on this one. Good handoff. Good look upfield by Rummel. Over midfield. Ball at the Pittston 48-yard line. 2 minutes to play in the game. And a handoff just shy of the first down.
Number 20, Tannen Cracklio.
Rummel met by a couple of blue shirts of Pittston. About a yard and a half shy. As a look at the
third and 6
Pittston area cheerleaders,
line.
Keeping their fans into the game, doing a great job tonight, as well as the Pittston area band. Had us dancing up here a few times. 1:30 to play in the game. 4th and 2. And they push their way over for the first down. And that's pretty much going to do it for the game at this point. Here's the previous run.
Blaine Cleaver, the quarterback keeper.
Good run by
first down. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Dominic Rummel, met by number 20, Tannen Cricklio. A minute to go. Blaine Cleaver hands it off again to Rummel. Rummel keeps moving.
Number 43, Dominic Rummel.
Gets another first down. So Berwick doing this one on the ground tonight. This was the previous play.
And he's taken down.
Enough for the first down.
At the 30-yard line.
And we got 43 seconds left to go in the game. Coming up on 35 seconds. Blaine Cleaver at quarterback. He will take a knee, and that is where this game is going to come to an end. As Berwick, Blaine Cleaver handing off
the final play of
to Dominic Rummel. Rummel drops those shoulders, keeps the legs churning, and he
final
gets a
score,
first down for Berwick
36,
on the next to last play from scrimmage.
Patriots,
And this
nothing.
game is all but over. Showing 10 seconds on the clock. There is Coach Sheptock shaking hands with Coach Nick Barbieri of Pittston area. And we have 2-1, and this game is in the books. Berwick wins this one by a score of 36-0 over Pittston area. We'll come back with the second half highlights and a few final thoughts after this. You're watching high school football on MetroCast Channel 10.
First Columbia Bank finances families, futures, and, well, fun.
Fun comes in a lot of shapes and forms for different people. Some people need a new house. That's their fun. Some people need a new car. For Knoebels, it was a new steel roller coaster.
First Columbia has flexibility to manage the twists and turns of large projects like Impulse, while always staying true to their hometown way of doing business. This is what community banking is all about. First Columbia Bank.
Why call Century 21? Because powerful counts. Powerful means 111,000 associates in 78 countries and one right here in our neck of the woods. Powerful brings insight on zoning, construction, and restrictions. Stuff you need help with. It's the biggest financial investment of your life. Better pick Powerful. Why call Century 21? Because professional matters. Professional knows what sells, what doesn't, and why. Professional knows the difference between a floating rate and a floating slab. For a purchase this big, better pick the power of professional.
And welcome back, Berwick at Pittston area. This game is all over. It's 36-0 Berwick taking this one. It was pretty much over, taking nothing away from Pittston because they played a good first half. Berwick just kind of got into a groove halfway through the second quarter and wound up taking a 21-0 lead into halftime. And Berwick got the ball back in the third quarter. First time they touched the ball in the third quarter. 10:09 showing on the clock. And this one from the Pittston area 48-yard line. Jared Marshman stepping back. Look at all the time. Lets this one fly. Damon Beckhorn pulls this one in the 30-yard line. 22-yard pass completion. And then Beckhorn is off to the races. A speedy little guy. And he takes off. 52-yard touchdown pass play. Berwick takes the lead at that point by a score of 27-0. The extra point attempt, the snap gets bobbled. Evan Klinger wisely picks the ball up. Nobody on the left side of the field for Pittston, and he just waltzes in for a 2-point conversion. The score at this point is 29-0. Berwick out in front. Then Berwick gets the ball back with 7:10 showing on the clock. Still in the third quarter, Marshman begins a series of run plays. Owen Shoemaker from the 47-yard line gets up to about the 27-yard line. Marshman handing off to Evan Klinger. Klinger showing his running prowess, never saying stop, keeps those legs churning. Winds up getting up near a first down. Marshman again, handing this one off to Owen Shoemaker. Again, the score 29-0. Still in the third quarter. And Shoemaker keeping those legs churning. And the final score of the game came with 4:52 showing on the clock. 15 yards out. It is Jared Marshman looking into the end zone. There is Tegan Wilk all by himself. Over the shoulder catch in the end zone. Extra point is good, and that is where the game will come to an end. Berwick wins this one 36-0. In the game, Evan Klinger had 94 yards rushing and a touchdown. Owen Shoemaker had 70 yards rushing. Dominic Ramel had 23. Jared Marshman ran for 11 himself and a touchdown. Blaine Cleaver had 3. Joe Lynn ran as well. For Pittston area, it was Kamar Woodruff, 10 carries for 10 yards. Franny George had 3 carries for 14. Passing-wise, Jared Marshman passed for 182 yards in the game and 3 touchdowns. He's back. And for Pittston area, it was Walter Coles passing for 45 yards. Receiving-wise, Tegan Wilk caught 5 passes for Berwick and 66 yards plus a touchdown. Damon Beckhorn caught 3 catches for 67 yards and a touchdown. Jared Watts caught 3 passes for 28 yards. And Justin Robbins caught 1 pass for 21 yards and a touchdown. For Pittston, it was Kevin Krachik getting 17 yards in catches. So a lot of things going on. 16 first downs for Berwick, only 4 for Pittston. It was a complete Berwick game in this one. The final, again, 36-0. Berwick wins. They go to 6-1 on the season. And Pittston falls to 3-4. We do thank you for watching sports here on MetroCast Channel 10, and we invite you to watch for more action coming up in the coming weeks here on MetroCast Channel 10.
This MetroCast Channel 10 Sportscast has been brought to you by Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty Incorporated, serving Columbia, Montour, and Luzerne counties. Personal, professional, and powerful. Better call Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty Incorporated. The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, a regional philanthropic organization with over 200 charitable funds, including the Berwick Health and Wellness Fund. The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, here for you, for good, forever. First Columbia Bank and Trust. We finance fun. Let First Columbia finance your next venture. With you every step of the way, First Columbia Bank and Trust. Member FDIC. Yannick Real Estate, your hometown real estate office in Berwick. Make yourself at home with Mike Yannick Real Estate. And by MetroCast, your high-speed internet, digital TV, and phone provider for the greater Berwick, Pocono, and Schuylkill County areas. Now with internet speeds up to 150 megabytes per second. MetroCast.